What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, and today I'm actually bringing you guys a brand new video on Destiny 2. Now what we're going to be talking about today is some of the news what Bungie has actually released about faction rallies. We're also going to be going over some of the new things that you can actually obtain and some of the stuff you can't obtain. So let's get right into this. So first off, we're going to be talking about this blog post from Bungie, and it reads this. With the release of Curse of Osiris, each faction has received 5 new weapons. These weapons become available over the course of the season and cannot be earned through faction engrams immediately. In the first faction rally of Season 2, which is this week, there is a new auto rifle available as the winner's offering. No new faction weapons are available through faction engrams. In the second faction rally of the season, the winner's offerings is updated to a new weapon. Additionally, the previous winner's offering, auto rifles, and an additional weapon are added to the faction engram rewards. The final faction rally of the season will follow this functionality. The winner's offering will be updated to a final weapon that has yet to be featured. The previous winner's offering will be added to the faction engrams rewards alongside an additional weapon. This brings the total to 4 weapons within the faction engrams and a final winner's offering for factions to compete for over the course of the event. Now, what this basically means is all of the purchasable weapons in Curse of Osiris for faction rallies, you guys will basically not be able to earn in this faction rally. So the way they've done it is they want everyone to be able to participate in Curse of Osiris, or should I say in faction rallies within Curse of Osiris. But what they want is so paid as well as people who don't pay for this DLC to be able to access faction rallies. So in other words, everyone who has got Curse of Osiris has paid and they're not getting the stuff that what they should in faction rallies. The way it should have worked is when this new faction rally should have come out, all of the weapons that were available in Curse of Osiris faction rallies should have come with it. But unfortunately, that is not how it's going to work. So it's going to be quite a few months before we even see all 5 weapons being available to earn, which is unbelievable to me considering we've paid for this DLC. Well, in my case I've paid, and not being able to earn all of these weapons just seems a little bit weird to me. I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this, but yeah, it's kind of disappointing. But then again, Bungie love to disappoint. I do love Bungie games and Destiny, but they've definitely disappointed with this in my honest opinion. Next up, we do have some news about the Lost Sector rewards. So we are aware of player reports about Lost Sectors not granting rewards. There was a throttle added to address an issue in the previous faction rallies where players were earning 500 tokens per hour. The patch note concerning this change has been updated to correctly state that all Lost Sector chests are subject to this throttle. Right now, if a player opens more than 2 chests in a 10-minute period, they will not receive additional rewards from Lost Sector chests for 10 minutes. This does not prevent players from completing milestones related to Lost Sector chests. So this is actually pretty good. They've basically made it so you can't farm Lost Sector rewards. But in my opinion, I did love doing this just to get the gear. So I'm a little bit bummed out. But then again, it's just giving us more play time. Giving us more things to actually participate in. Playing strikes, public events, all of that. And not just farming one thing and getting bored of the game because of our own fault. That's the way that I look at it. So it is pretty good. Moving on, guys, we are actually going to be discussing some of the things that you can actually earn in Season 2 faction rallies. We're going to be starting off with the armour ornaments. So we have the Future War Cult ones here. They're all different. So you can see here that claiming the engrams will actually unlock this first one. Next, you have to get grenade kills in strikes. Next is completing public events. Next one, you have get power weapon kills. And then last but not least, you have to complete a Nightfall Strike wearing the full Future War Cult armour. Pretty simple. In a way, you can actually do this within the week, so it's definitely worth grabbing some of them, and they do look pretty awesome. Moving on to the weapon, we have the Doubt. Now, I've heard some good things about this. So you have Adaptive Frame, Hitmark IS, Red Dot 2, as well as Rifle Scope. You've also got high caliber rounds and Tactical Mag. And then last but not least, you have Snapshot Sights. Now again, I have heard that it is pretty decent, so it might be worth grinding for this if we can get Future Walkout to win. But regardless, I've got all 3 characters on different factions, so highly recommend trying to go for this if you guys can, or if it becomes available to pay for the 50,000 Glimmer. Next, moving on to the new gear, you can see here I'm a Warlock, so this is the gear I will have. If you guys are a different class, then obviously you'll get different gear. We have got the new shader known as War Cult Endgame, which looks really nice, I might add. I really like this shader. Moving on to the pistol that you can actually earn from these engrams, known as Peace by Consensus. So for this you get Precision Frame, Short Spec SAS, Quick Dot SAS, and then Farpoint SAS. You've also got Drop Mag, Appended Mag, and Hipfire Grip. Now I've heard some pretty decent things about this pistol. It kills quite quickly, but when it compares to Last Hope, it just does not have a chance. It's nowhere near being the best sidearm in the game, but I have heard some good things about it, like I said, so it may be worth checking that out. Next we have the shell known as Wars to Come, so it looks pretty darn cool. We also have the brand new ship known as Bone Grip. Now for this you actually need to pledge to this alliance 3 times to actually obtain this, and it does look pretty darn decent, this ship. I think it's the same for all of the others, pledging to their faction 3 times you will unlock their ship. And we've also got the Truth Scraper, which again looks pretty decent. I really miss the old colours, but regardless it still looks pretty nice. I prefer some of the exotic sparrows, just a personal opinion, but yeah, still pretty decent. Moving on to the Dead Orbit now, we actually have this new auto rifle known as Hollow Earth. So for this you get Rapid Fire Frame, Arrowhead Break, Hammer Forged Rifling, Polygonal Rifling, Steady Rounds, Ricochet Rounds, as well as Zen Moment. So it looks really nice. I really love the aesthetics of this weapon, the way the Dead Orbit has made it their own pretty much. It does look pretty decent, obviously fast fire rate, 51 bullets. So yeah, definitely looks like something to watch out for. Really cannot wait to try and obtain this one. So as well as that, for the ornaments, claim the Dead Orbit faction engrams. You've also get melee kills off Earth, complete lost sectors off Earth, as well as that get precision kills, and then last but not least we have complete the Nightfall while wearing full Dead Orbit armor. Pretty decent. Moving on to the shell, we have the Deep Space Shell. Now I really love the way that this one is just really round, it's quite cool, and again the Dead Orbit design just looks really nice on this. Moving on, we actually have a brand new ship known as Distant Pulsar, which again really cool, and I love this ship, the way it looks really small in orbit. I promise you guys, if you get the chance of actually obtaining this by pledging to them 3 times, highly recommend using it. There is also reskins of that one, but yeah, looks pretty awesome. And then last but not least, we've got Pale Horse. And then last but not least, we're at the faction that I actually pledged to on my main character this time. In that comment section below, let me know what faction you guys pledged to as well. So for this we have the Loquitur, I believe that's how you say it, an auto rifle. So with this you have a high impact frame, you've got GA post, SD thermal, and LC ranged. You've also got alloy magazine, appended mag, ricochet rounds, and high impact reserves. Now the perks on this look pretty decent for this weapon. Really tempted to buy this when it actually comes out, if it releases for 1,000, if New Monarchy win. Just have to wait and see, but I'm definitely saving Glimmer to try and obtain all 3 weapons. Moving on to the ornaments, you have to claim the New Monarchy engrams. You've also got get super kills in European Dead Zone, complete patrols in European Dead Zone, create orbs of light, and then last but not least you have complete a Nightfall wearing New Monarchy gear. Moving on to the Ghost. This Ghost honestly is my favourite. We have the LEONINE shell. I really love that golden line on there. Let me know your thoughts about this new logo for the New Monarchy. I think it's absolutely beast. It sort of gives them a bit of personality from what they didn't have before. Again, you've got the lions on this ship again, and I believe that this is going to be a reason why a lot of people pledge to the New Monarchy. It's definitely a big change from the stuff what they did have before, in my opinion. And then last but not least, we have the LEONINE Corsa, which is the Sparrow. Looks really nice. I love that deep red on it. It's almost like a crimson red, and definitely going to be trying to get all of them. And then also we've got my character here, which looks beast. Again, another reason why I chose New Monarchy. I think this was just my personal favourite. The way that the Warlock robes look and the hat or the helmet, whatever you guys want to call it, I just really love the look of it, and definitely going for that shader as well. But yes guys, that's pretty much the video. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button. I know it was a little bit longer than intended, but as always, I do hope you did enjoy. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.